thing impressed me a lot about this new Deerhoof record is not only the guest feature list on this album, but also the artists that they bring in to collaborate with on this album seem to have like specialties in totally different genres, and yet they still manage to make the styles meld together and make it work, and make it a very fun, colourful, eccentric record that you'd kind of expect from Deerhoof, especially if you've been a fan of their previous work like Friend Opportunity or Breakup Song. Although I don't think that this album is necessarily as angular or as off the wall as those albums. In fact, I think this is quite accessible and melodically pleasing, and there's more of an emphasis on just very clean songwriting. The length of these songs can be a little underwhelming, and the album does lose a bit of cohesiveness as it goes on, suddenly jumping into styles like dreamy string-laid chamber pop or maybe even jazz. Although the resulting tracks can still be very enjoyable and exciting and just generally awesome, like the title track with Matana Roberts totally killing it on the saxophone. Think of this album as more a series of fun experiments, and a lot of them paying off, because this album is definitely that. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, 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 fun. Even Deerhoof themselves seem to agree that it's a party. And despite the fact that a lot of what you'll hear on this album is a little more accessible than standard Deerhoof, they haven't really compromised their weirdness or their eccentricity, or especially their musicianship. I also noticed that the lyrics are more coherent than usual too, and more clear to understand, and also more socially conscious as well, seeming to poke fun at where political discourse has turned as of recent. In recent years. Although the lyrics aren't so much fleshed out as they are repeated key phrases that pop out to you. And that's fine, that's kind of what I expect from Deerhoof, who have always been a little bit ridiculous when it comes to lyrics. It doesn't mean they can't like pull out like a song with lyrics that have a little bit of meaning behind them, but you know, you wouldn't really go to a Deerhoof album to expect that like a deep, grand, ambitious statement. You might get that on the track about the Freedom Highway March, but Deerhoof managed to make it work because their instrumentals, of the colour in their vocal performances just make it work. They do the talking basically. And I love how volatile the songs sound as well. A lot of this album really just sounds like a ticking time bomb that's just ready to explode into absolute insanity in a mere matter of seconds. It only makes sense that there are tracks on here titled things like Slow Motion Detonation and Begin Countdown. Shout out to the brilliant collaborations with artists such as Matana Roberts, whose specialty has always been in jazz and avant-garde jazz, as well as Xenia Rubinos, who specializes in more of this angular, eccentric R&B, as well as Juana Molina, who has also released an album this year that kind of specializes in the field of art pop and very dreamy, lush chamber pop. I think it's really cool, and I think that the way that Deerhoof are managing to make these collaborations meld together so well and let the styles of these different artists just snap into place so well is really cool. I think this album is a damn party. Thanks to Deerhoof for retweeting my tweet. Thanks to Deerhoof for making an amazing album. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Yeah!